Well, hello everyone, my name is Passek, the FlyFish Fanatic, and welcome to my tying bench. Today I'll be doing a little caddis pattern. Actually, somebody reached out to me and asked me to tie him some of these this pattern. So I've just been tying up a few dozen of them, so I figured, hey, what the hell, might as well go put it on video. It's a really good pattern. I've done well with it. I know this person's done really well with it in a certain lake. Not going to disclose where, because he did contact me, so I'm not going to disclose that. But yeah, this is a really good pattern, a really good caddis pattern. So here we go. We'll switch over. So we're going to start off with a Hends BL510 in a size 10. I tie him in a size 10 and a size 12 for him. So okay. Going to use some Semperfli Nano Silk in olive for the thread. I'm going to be using the Semperfli Rachophilia wool for the body. For the rib, I'm going to be using some of the stretch from Semperfli, the body rib. No, yeah, I think it's called body rib from Semperfli. Just double checking. Yeah, I don't have the label with me in front of me. And then I will be using some of the yellow predator fiber for a wing, and I'll be using some peacock herl for the abdomen section. So, excuse me. So, as always, wax my thread so it sticks to the hook well. Just going to get that started right up here at front. Cover my hook shank. Nip off my excess there. And with this one, I'm going to go all the way down, almost, actually practically right to the vise, all the way down around that corner, and then back up. And I want to leave myself a good 3 to 4 hook eyes space behind it there. So first things first, I'm going to take some of that stretch. Catch it in, loose wraps, there we go. Catch it in, just going to tie that down. Now I'm going to really stretch this so the body stays thin. All the way down around that corner and back up. I got a frog in my throat tonight. Then take some of that wool. Same thing, I'm just going to nip off that end there, just to make it nice. Again, I'm just going to hold this off kind of to the side a little bit, because when you wrap it, pulls up to the top, all the way down around that corner, and again back up. And I'm pulling pretty tight with my Nano Silk here. So fairly tight at the back end there, touching wraps. Just going to give it just a little bit of a taper there, just right at the end there. I want a bit of a hump. Hold that back, tie that down nicely, cut that off. Just gonna adjust that white a bit, it's a bit blue. So now I'm going to take and counter wrap my rib. I'll do this with an orange counter wrap as well, just for a bit more of a standout. And then bring that forward up to there. Lock that down. Lock that down. Really make sure this is locked down, because you're going to stretch this when you cut it off, right? Stretch and cut, and you don't want it to go whoop and go back in, right? Okay, so now I'm going to take just a little bit of my predator fiber. I'm going to tie this in for a wing. I'm going to tie it a little long on purpose. To about there, yeah. And see how that bulge that I created kind of helps hold that wing out. So now I want the wing about where the barb would be roughly lengthwise. So not very long wing here. It's just it's more of an attractor than a wing. Obviously, it's not a wing; it's a nymph, right? So, but it's an attractor. Just to get some color into this thing, right? More color, more attraction. So now I'll tie it with the predator fiber, and I'll also tie it. The one that I've been tying for him is I've been tying some with this, but I've also been tying. Let's see if I can show you guys. Actually, show you one with CDC as well as a wing, right? So tying a little bit of both. This will give a bit more shine. The other one will give a bit more movement. So, all right, now I'm taking 3 strands of peacock, herl. Just gonna lay that in there, nice, just loose wrap, and then pull it back. And I'll clear it away from that eye there just by folding it back and over. I can nip that away. So, peacock herl, as we all know, is brittle, so I lick my fingers way up here and I'll just give it a twist up here, way back here. I'm just giving the whole thing a twist and making a rope out of it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna once, twice, 3 times right up against that wing, and then I'll move forward with 2-3 wraps. Maybe another one, yeah, there we go. Just get in there. Tie that off right behind that eye. Nip off your excess peacock. Whip finish. I think I actually loosened off one of my peacocks. Herls, yeah, I did. So that's okay. I can just pull that back up to the front. And I will tie that back down. I just, obviously I cut an end or whatever, so it's okay. I'm just going to get it back in there. And tie it down just gently. There we go. Yeah, it's a bit of one of the stiffer center fiber there, that's why. Pulled out. Not a big deal. So, got her back in. I'm just going to do another whip finish right behind the eye. And you've got a finished fly. That turned down this light a little bit. It seems to be reflecting off of that a lot. So yeah, so that's it. Simple tie. But it's a very effective pattern. You can also put some sticky back flat lead or some round lead wraps underneath it, right roughly under the wing here, under the wing case area. So basically, in like this area from about here to about here, you could put some lead wraps underneath there just to give it some weight if you like. You can even put a bead head on if you want. I find that it looks better this way, and it acts better. So, alrighty, like that, give her a thumbs up. If you subscribed, thank you. If you have not, consider doing so. We're getting close to 1,000. Once we hit 1,000, we'll be giving away a bunch of flies, and we'll be giving away a copy of the 2 books I wrote. So, you know, let's get her up to 1,000. Share with your buddies, share with your friends, share with your family members. You know, let's get her up. I'm hoping that we can get this done by first week of December, and that way I can send this stuff out for before Christmas. So, tie lines, everyone.